Welcome everybody to Let's Play Sid Meier's Pirates. As always, I'm your host, J Square John Jeremy, and this game holds a very dear and special place in my heart. I've been a fan of this series for about 10 years now, I want to say. Since the very first time I played Pirates Gold on the Sega Genesis, which is a port from the PC version. And it is so much fun that to this day, every now and then, I will still break out my Sega Genesis and hook it up to a television and play Pirates Gold. Even when I have this game on my computer, I will still break out Pirates Gold on my Sega Genesis because it just brings back so many memories for me. It's awesome. But I hold a very deep love for this game as well, because when this came out, I literally poured hundreds of hours into this game. This is one of those games where I can literally stare at the monitor for hours and hours on end and not realize time is moving around me. It's one of those games. I can't explain it either. I look around and all of a sudden it's dark outside, and then I look around again and it's light outside again. It's just one of those games. So I'm looking forward to this. Most definitely looking forward to this. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a clean install of Pirates. There are no champions in my Hall of Champions. I've maxed out system options. I've played with the sound settings a bit to try and get both the soundtrack to the game, which is awesome, and my own voice kind of together where you guys can hear both. We'll see how that goes. This video will probably be in 1080p. Well, not 1080p, but in 1080 on YouTube. But I'm not playing it there, so you may see black bars on the sides. That's because the game does not recognize 1080 as 1920 by 1080 as a resolution option, which is unfortunate, but we must go with the flow. Let's go ahead and play Sid Meier's Pirates. Okay, so we saw the background for this game, which isn't necessarily a big background. It's basically somebody messed with your family, they need to pay for it, and you need to find your family again. That's basically the gist of the game. However, to get there, it is so up to you. You can do whatever you want. You can go after them, you can not go after them, you can do whatever you want. That's why I love this game, because you could just spend hours doing whatever you want. Our name for this is going to be... I don't like John Jeremy, because they'll say Captain John Jeremy all the time. I'll just say Captain J2. Or J squared. See, now Grimmeth's got me saying J2 now. It's J squared John Jeremy. J squared John Jeremy. That's how it goes. Anyway, pressing continue. Now we have options to pick difficulty level. We can go the lowest level, Apprentice, all the way up to Swashbuckler. If we pick Apprentice, you can only choose one particular start date. I'm going to go ahead and just set it on Adventurer for now. And if I find that the game becomes too easy for me, because, to be honest, I haven't played this game in a little bit, so I'm starting on normal. If I find that the game is getting easier and easier, I'll go ahead and increase the difficulty to Rogue or Swashbuckler, depending on how I feel. We have an option for skills. We can choose a skill at Fencing, a skill at Gunnery, skill at Navigation, skill at Medicine, or Wit and Charm. Wit and Charm is, in my opinion, the most useless one, as all it really takes is just time to woo governor's daughters and you'll be able to do it, no problem. Medicine, you can add maybe 5 years to your pirate career, which is pretty nice. Not entirely the best choice, though. I usually pick one out of these three: Fencing, Gunnery, and Navigation. Navigation is useful for crossing into winds that aren't in your favor, as well as doing quick turns. Gunnery is best, obviously, used for when you're using cannon fire, and Fencing best when you're using your sword. I usually choose Fencing. I'm pretty much a adept fencer when it comes to this game, and I usually like doing that instead of firing on with cannon, because cannon damages ships, Fencing does not. And we can choose a start date. There are 5 start dates available for us, from 1600 to 1680. Each one of them with their own pros and cons. For example, in Merchants and Smugglers, Spain is the most powerful nation in the Caribbean, while everyone else is just fighting for scraps. While in Pirates Sunset, everyone is pretty much equal. They're all pretty fortified, so it's kind of hard to actually make money as a pirate. I like to go for war for profit. Spain is kind of the most aggressive, so they're usually at war with somebody, and when Spain's at war with somebody, it's usually easy to get ranks from the other nations. The four nations in this game are Spain, France, England, and the Dutch. So you can gain rank with all 4 of those nations, and that's what we're going to be attempting to do. So here are the 4 nations. Each one has a recruiter. Here are the French, the Spanish, the Dutch, and the English. For this Let's Play, I'm going to go ahead and actually pick the Dutch. They only have 2 to 3 ports in this particular timeline, and while they are the weakest per se, they also have a great opportunity for advancement, and they're usually at war with Spain, pretty much all the time. So it's very easy for us to make some nice money when you're with the Dutch. I love the music that plays in that game. Welcome to the map of this game. We are currently looks to be in these isles over here. We're heading towards San Martin right now, which is currently a prosperous Dutch port. We also have St. Eustatius next to us, which is also a Dutch port. Bunch of English ports here, a couple of French, and if we look all the way down here, it's all Spanish. Every one of them. Caraco is the only Dutch port down here. And up here, there's a couple of French ports, and that's pretty much it. Up here, a couple of English ports. But the majority of the map is Spanish. And from here, we have a bar down here which tells us a different bunch of statuses and options available to us. So let's check our status. The illustrious Captain J2. Damn it! J squared. You started your adventure in 1640, war for profit, as a Dutch captain. You are currently an adventurer captain with skill at fencing. You are now 18 years old and in excellent health. Your crew of 40 is very happy. That's important because our crew has morale, and morale goes from like excited or excellent to all the way down to mutinious, I think. Or maybe it's very happy to mutinious. One of the two. And we don't want them to become mutinious. Very bad for us. We have 10 gold. Ouch. 13 food, which is enough food for 6 months with our current crew. And 10 cannon and nothing else. We have 1 ship, the Revenge, which is Brigantine, which has both grape shot and chain shot available to it. This is our personal status. The way the game tracks how best you won the game is through points. And you gain points through each of these different available options. Through wealth, and by that he means both gold and land grants. Through titles. You have 8 titles per nation that you can pick, that you can try to attain. Through pirates, there is a list of 9 pirates that are better than you, that if you defeat them, you get points for. If you find treasure, if you find your relatives, there are 4 points per relative. You have 4 relatives, so 16 points for that. Same thing with lost cities, 4 points per city, 16 points for that. Romance. So you can romance and become married to a governor's daughter. And the best way to gain points for that is to find a beautiful governor's daughter. They are ranked in order of beauty. And you can also get points for avenging your family against the Marquis de la Montauban. This is our captain's log. So as we can see here, the Dutch are currently at war with both Spain and... Nope. Sorry, I'm wrong. Just with Spain. They have a truce right now with France. So we need to attack Spanish ships in order to gain points from the Dutch. And by doing so, we'll also be able to gain points from England as well, just because we're fighting Spanish ships as well. We have no treasure maps. This is the world map. Here is the list of the top 10 pirates. So these are historical pirates, and they go in order from Henry Morgan all the way to Jack Rackham. Here we are at the very bottom, but we will quickly climb up this list. Piratopedia, basically your encyclopedia for the pirate era. So if anything we don't recognize, we can just look it up here in the Piratopedia and find out. And the rest is just system options and saving the game. So let's return here. So let's go ahead and visit San Martin, or San Martin, and find out exactly what is going on in the world of the Dutch. Hi guys, what's up? The Dutch stronghold of San Martin, population 3,400, is bustling with activity. Sugar is often plentiful at this port. So, this is something to note. One of the ways you can make money in this game is just by trading with other ports. So if sugar is plentiful here, we can buy cheap here, head to a port where sugar is like nowhere to be found, and sell sugar there for a massive profit. I usually don't go that route because it just takes so long to figure out what goes where, but we'll see what happens. Let's talk to the governor. Wooden Obviously, all these avatars will all speak in Sim speak. Donenpa. At war with the evil Spanish and peace treaty with the French. So he's granting us a letter of marque, which will give us license to attack Spanish ships. He's showing us the nearest Spanish city, which is San Juan, right next to San Martin. And he wants us to go with his other ship, the Onverschrocken, and blockade San Juan. By doing so, we'll be able to get some gold, maybe get a nice ship, and get a reward once we return to San Martin. Let's go and visit San Martin's tavern. So the citizens of San Martin have gathered at the tavern this evening to discuss the latest happenings, including the fact that you've received a Dutch letter of marque. Who would you like to talk to? The tavern is the place where you can go ahead and recruit for your ship, get items for your own person, and hear about some rumors that are going on in the world of today. Let's go ahead and talk to the crew first. An eager band of 25 men offers to join your current crew of 40. Welcome aboard. My max crew is usually around 100. I like to keep it around 100 or 120, only because the more crew you have, the more food you need to have, and the more gold you need to have, otherwise they'll become mutinous. Let's talk to the barkeep. So the shipwright in St. Eustatius, which is currently a Dutch port, can upgrade your ship with fine grain powder. Your ship will fire farther. Well, nice to know, but I don't really use my guns anyway, so thanks for the tip. What about you, barkeep? Barmaid, rather. Ah! It's rumored that the London, bound for Barbados, is carrying over 2,300 in gold. I believe she is an English East Indiaman. Interesting. Uh-huh. So we're here, and the London is down there, heading towards Barbados. An East Indiaman traveling alone with 2,300 gold in it. It's a pretty nice catch. A mysterious traveler offers to share with you information from his recent visit to Florida Keys. Sure, tell me more. Poor French stronghold. I could have told you that. It never is very prosperous there. And my inquiries here are completed. Fine. Let's go and visit the merchant. So here's where, like I mentioned before, we can buy and trade goods and other merchandise with the merchants of the various ports. For example, here, sugar is 12 gold, while in other ports, sugar may be 24 or 36 gold. It all depends. We currently have 10 gold, so we can't buy anything anyway. I just wanted to show you that. And we can consult with the shipwright. So here in this town, or in any town, we can go ahead and repair our ship. If this was a town with an upgrade feature, we would see it over here. Which in this case, this town can upgrade us to fire with bronze cannon, which allows us to fire more accurately, but we need 700 gold, so we can't pick it up anyway. Alright. Let's go ahead and sail away. I want to see that East Indiaman. I want to see it. I know they told us to go after the Spanish, but 2,300 is a lot of gold here. Is that it? No. Dove. I want London. Is that it? The one I'm coming up on right here. Treasure ship. London. Yeah. You're going down, buddy. You're already weakened by the storm. Your sails are messed up. Ouch, ouch. Oh, that was painful. Ran right into that. All right. So we have 3 options for weapons here. A longsword, a rapier, and a cutlass. I usually go with the rapier. It's the fastest weapon available. We need to strike quickly, however, because any one of these can damage us over time. Alright. Yeah. We also need to worry about us becoming too dizzy, or our men keep dying, which is currently happening right now. Ow. Stop doing that, damn it. Alright. Victory for us. Hooray. So we've captured 2,328 gold from that endeavor. We've captured also an East Indiaman, but I don't feel like taking her, so we'll sink her. We have 37 tons of space in our hold. Let's go ahead and take some guns. And we'll take enough food for 10 months. And then we'll take the rest in spices. Actually, I'll take some luxuries too. Just to see what's what. Actually, should I just keep her? No. No. Sink her. That's it. Okay. Alright. So, our very first attack, and we managed to capture a capture and sink and plunder, in that order, an English treasure ship. Now, obviously, we're not at war with the English right now, so they're not very happy with me. But as I attack Spanish ships, they will become indifferent and eventually pleased with me again. But that's next time on Let's Play Pirates. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing out, saying so long and take care.